The ideal physique. The embodiment of strength, speed, power. Ask any child who they want to be when they grow up, and the answer will be the same. To most, this is just a mere fantasy, but you're different. You're here, present with me currently, and for that I gift you the Batman Training Program. This is part 1 of 4 in a series where I have condensed all my knowledge from the past 5 years of physical and mental training to teach you how to become an aesthetic and functional interpretation of Batman. How do we do this? Well, Bruce Wayne's training is motivated by 2 main focus areas. 1, for functional strength and muscular endurance, to overpower any criminal with ease, to not even have to think when fighting, and to outrun them in seconds. And 2, to be physically intimidating to them. Bruce doesn't just want to be some guy in a batsuit. He wants to be a symbol, a representation of justice and virtue, bigger than just one man, something to be feared but someone to be respected. So, he needs to be big, to be larger than most. He also needs to have a great deal of functionality to his muscle, to have bite to go along with the bark, which is why the training program I've written is designed to merge mass-gaining exercises for aesthetics with functional strength and endurance exercises. So aesthetics and functionality. Well, aesthetics is just building muscle for size, shape, and to please the eye, fluff. Now that's not to say that it doesn't have any muscular strength to it, it's just not its main goal. But functionality is far less common. Not many people know about it, let alone train for it, but it's one of the most beneficial training methods you could ever do, and it will make most things that you do in life that are physically demanding much easier to you. But what exactly is it, right? We don't know. Well, I'm about to tell you. In its most basic form, it is training to improve strength, endurance, and speed in activities performed during daily life. So, if you want to get better at punching, for instance, like me, I love martial arts. I want to get better at punching. So, how do I actually improve that with functional training? Well, to apply it, I would take the punch, I would take that practical movement which I want to improve on, and I would perform that movement pattern with resistance for a prolonged duration of time. Right? So I would add resistance band and I would punch out for 30 seconds, and thus it becomes the single arm resistance band punches. Alright, so that's pretty simple. Okay, so let's get into the routine. First, begin with the Sunday push day. This will work the muscles of the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps mainly. Then on Tuesday, you'll do a pull day, focusing on the muscles of the back, biceps, and rear shoulders. And then finally, there will be a Thursday leg day, which will work the quads, hamstrings, calves, and glutes. In each session, you'll perform 2 exercises for warm-ups, then 5 strength and endurance exercises, and then 2 cardio exercises to end it. If it's too much to begin with, you can remove the exercises or change the sets, but make sure you're still pushing your limits and that you're always doing your cardio. The aim for these workouts is to make you multifaceted in your abilities. At the end of each workout, you should feel like you've always done something more than the norm, and you're always improving. To feel content at the end is the goal. To become Batman, you need to embody him in your training. You need to be him. You are him. You're Bruce. You don't always want to put on the mask, but you do anyway, because you know you're the only one that will.